Alrighty. Let's get all this stuff going. Bit of prep. $35-degree track temp. Interesting. That'll better. Oh wow.
We need to get those fuel numbers, guys, so we can see where we're at there.
Last time I was doing the multi-class stuff, we had, it was Nürburgring, so it's kind of anticipating there was going to be a ton of classes, and of course there ended up not being. You go with 3 per, yep. And then 9 ahead, 9 behind. I think that's probably sufficient. Let's just do a 7 for now. I wonder what happens if I switch my group. Does it screw all this up? Okay, so it just shows that we're not in the same session. That's cool. Cool. I'm gonna do some laps by myself, and then I'll jump in with, I guess I'll jump in with everybody else in the session. Just feel like I'm gonna get laps ruined if I'm running with multi-class stuff right now, which I realize is kind of ironic considering it's a multi-class race. But I'll do that here in a little bit. And we have a terrible blue and green paint scheme. Dude, this thing feels like in 35-degree track temps. Ooh. Everything I've been practicing is like 52, 53 degrees. Guessing we're going to go a lot faster, even though we do have full tank. And I imagine we'll get some stuttery, juttery nonsense since it's a public session and people are going to be joining and leaving constantly. My god, this thing sticks so much better. 20-degree track temp diff will do that to you, I guess. It's crazy. Oh, not that warm yet. I still have had a hard time sticking in third through here. Well, it certainly feels phenomenal when it's 36 degrees. Laziest off track ever. I feel like it's stuttering. It's gotta be because people are joining at a rapid pace. Be able to pretty easily get into the 46s. That's been a struggle for me with the 52, 53 degree temps. Try to get this third gear situation figured out tonight. Also not sure if I should roll into fifth right there or stay in fourth. Well, she feels good. 45.9. Ridiculous. Honestly ridiculous. It's a second faster. Second faster. 20-degree track time difference is a full second. Wild. First flying lap, by the way. I mean, I've been pulling my hair out the last couple of days just trying to get into the 46s. It's crazy. Yes, that was with 100 liters in the car. Baseball's good, man. We, my younger son's team lost in the championship. My older son's team won their consolation game. So all in all, I probably saw 4 games this weekend, but I think in total they probably played like 6 between the two of them. It was a wild weekend of baseball. But it was fun, man. It was fun to get back out there and watch them play on their travel teams. Instead of the school teams, oh, don't hit anything. This is such a different dynamic. They're playing with kids their own age. God, I'm starting like crazy. People join the session. But yeah, man, appreciate it. It was fun. It was fun to get out there.
46.948. How'd everything feel in there?
Feels good, Chad. Thanks, bud. We need to turn off some of this stuff. I wonder if turning off trading paints would help. So I imagine it's trying to download something every time somebody joins. Which is somewhat ironic considering... Oh god, that's not great. I'm in the session by myself. I'm in the group by myself, I guess. Friday, Saturday, out. Yep, sounds familiar, brother. So ours, my younger son's team, he had a game Friday night, Saturday, really late afternoon, and then bracket play was Sunday, but they only had to play 2 games. Only 4 teams made the bracket. So, they were the 2 seed, I guess. Just unfortunately could not finish. But I feel you, dude. I feel like I've got to downshift the second in turn 9. I hate that. I just cannot seem to get that last bit of rotation. Alright, trying to clean it up a little bit.
46.829.
I've probably only practiced about 4.5 hours so far here, but I feel pretty good, man. I feel pretty good. I really do like this place. It just flows super well. I'm not a big fan of the bus stop, but take the good with the bad. Especially now that they've added the 3D curbs or whatever. Like, it's brutal. And there's a couple places there's new jumps. There's a really wild jump coming out of turn 9. Really don't want to hit. Come on. I really do love this car though. So much fun. Need to get some rain practice in. That's the big thing. Be so much more cautious. Turn 9 is, well, too far. Apex. Kind of butchered the end of that lap. But yeah, turn 9 is the scariest part of the lap for me thus far. Easy to get the back end loose, and I feel like I just can't find the speed, which is quite annoying. Car feels great though. Car feels quite good. Even through 6, it's not so bad. Feels a little sketchy, but it's not too bad. A lot of time to be made up right there, I think. $100 on the front left already. 28 laps left in a stint. Jesus. I am pushing it, that's for sure. I think second gear feels faster, but I wonder if it's going to overheat those tires, so it's just not worth it in the long run. Even if being in third gear almost feels lethargic. Certainly feels like you're pushing on exit, which is not great.
46.139.
Need to find a rain session. I'm sure somebody's got to host it up with that tonight. Go find the line through here when it's all wet. Bus stop's gonna be absolute lava in the wet. Lose it. $101 on the front left. Lost a 10th. You know, I was going to lose it on entry, thought maybe I'll get it back on exit, but I did not. Dang it. I wonder if I can drive a little bit slower and bring that temp down. Sliding into turn 1 ain't gonna help. See if I can back it up just a touch. Still getting some jittery mess. I'm guessing people are coming and going. It's super annoying. 101. Two. 100. We're sitting at 100. Not bad, not bad. Losing so much time doing this though. It's way too far off the pace. Track temp is jumping up pretty quick though.
47.39.
See if we can get something in the high 46s. It's a little less painful, that front left. It's down to 98, 99. It's interesting. To 100 again. Just feel like once you go like well over 100, it's just not sustainable. There's a lot of load right there. A little bit closer to the range we want to be in. Upper 46s will be fine. Andrew Cole. What's up, dude? Yeah, I'm doing it intentionally, though. I'm trying to get the tire temps back down. I'm just trying to see if I get it to 101, 102, can I get it back down? It's at 97 right now. Nah, it's just practice for the race this weekend. I'm going to be busy all week, starting tomorrow afternoon, so I need to get in all the practice I can get in now. I'm not available again until Friday, so I'm trying to do all I can before my time is up. Don't tell everybody that, but yeah. Damn, still back at 100. At least it's not creeping up higher. I think if I was just going balls out, I'd be sitting at like 105 right now. So I think it's, you can manage the tire. There's a couple corners where you're really putting all that extra load into it, and that one was one of them. This is one too. You can just dial it back a tenth or two. Might help. Yeah, I think the rain's gonna help too. I know it's not till late. That'll change the game a little bit. Y'all seen that bump yet? Coming out of turn, what is that, 9? And I'm gonna reset. I mean, I got it back down to 79. I think you can manage it. And that's still, you know, a 47 flat or maybe an upper 48. Oh, look. Who's in here? Funny. Good old Martin. Damn, that does look pretty. Actually, it kind of looks like my car. Hold on. Hold up. I like that blue. Oh my God, what are you doing? So far away. Actually, it really does look similar. Similar blue. That's pretty cool looking. I hate the fact that the number is like right smack in the middle of the damn door. But it's what it is. Let's see. Turn 9 and 7 having the most trouble. 6. Which one? 9 and 6 or 6 and 7? I'm guessing 9 and 6. You're probably getting a lot of oversteer on 6, and you're probably getting oversteer on entry in 9 and maybe pushing on exit of 9 or exit of 9. That's my guess. Jump in and do another lefts entry on 6, exit of 9. Yeah, I even have some trouble on the entry of 9. I feel you, buddy. 'Tis not easy. I don't have enough time to screw around with it, but I am super curious, like, what is it like if you baby the tires for like the first 4 laps? Does it have any effect long term? Does it help with tire heat? Does it help with wear? I'm guessing the answer to those questions is no. It's not that sophisticated, but excuse me, I am curious. God, these damn stutters drive me nuts. Don't think so, willing to give it a try. Yeah, if I had more time, I would. But, yeah. Thing for me, turn 6 is brake earlier than you think, lighter than you think, trail it in harder, or I should say longer, and stay tight. Stay tight to the yellow line or white line or whatever it is. And it's not quite as bad. There's a nice little bump at the exit of 9 now, huh? I've never noticed that before, so I'm guessing it's something to do with 3D curbs. Yeah, I mean, I've seen people take all sorts of different lines in there, so. Just back that braking marker up. Yeah. Dang it. Thought it was oversteering, it really wasn't. Diagonal? How do you mean, like diamond it off or something? Oh, just like go attack the entry. I gotcha. I have an issue with that. It's like sometimes I just understeer right off on the exit of 9. But if I go down to second, that doesn't happen. But if I go to second, I think I'm scrubbing the tires too much too.
46.683.
Yeah. A lot of the advice I've been given is to stay in third. And I think that is the play. It's just, I think you have to be extremely cautious on entry where you're going to push. Yeah. Yeah, worth trying. But beware, if you take it like you normally do, you're probably going to push wide. I mean, I feel like I could do 6 hours this easy. Just, I won't do it super quick.
08.
Yeah. Driving wise, no problem. I'll be bored of it before I couldn't do it, you know what I mean? No problemo. Guess I should run with guess I should run with some other cars around me, huh? Oh shit, I can't even get into it. There's too many people. Damn. See if any of these start to fill up a little bit. Still got an hour and 20 minutes. The track temp is like soaring high. It's already up to 40. It was 30, I think 4 when I joined. So the track temp is escalating quickly. All right, maybe I'll just get out of this one then and see if I can find another session. Nope. Ooh. Wrong one. Man, people are ready to rock and roll right out of the gate. 141 people signed up for our race. Love it. I'm not ready for that. There was an 8 o'clock, wasn't there? No, I guess it didn't. Huh. I feel like all of my time has been here, so I'm not ready for any of that yet. Alright, let's do... This will fill up quick, which sucks because that means I'm going to have like 4 million people joining, which is going to give me stutters. Super annoying. Or is there anything else I can turn off that happens on join? I think so. I have to deal with it, I guess. But I will run some look. Of course, they're all going to be GT3s anyway. Oh, there's one. Yeah. Well, so how you guys been doing, man? Andrew, what's been going on in your world, buddy? Did you have a nice chill week 13? No, you're good, man. You are good. Stats. Geez, I already put in over 4 hours here. Didn't race once in the week 13. Me either, man. Checking VRS. They say they stay in 3rd through 9. Yeah, I believe it. I think it probably is the quickest way. It feels so lethargic that it feels like it's not quicker, but it probably is. Didn't race at all. I keep forgetting you're like 4 million years behind all of us. It's weird. You're good, man. Do your thing. Let's see. Try this one out. Yeah, I definitely did not race. I've spent a lot of time just chilling. I did some work on, obviously in this car, trying to learn the setups a little bit. I actually built what I think is a pretty decent setup for Road Atlanta, and since we had just come off of that, I used that as my guinea pig and just trying to get a feel for how to build a setup. Still got a long ways to go, but I feel like I learned a little something in the process, which is always nice. Guess I'll go out and gonna wait a minute and see if we can get a lot more people to join. Also need to find a rain session. Gotta remind me of that or I'll forget. Me and Nick are doing the noon Eastern start on Saturday, so I'll have some time to practice at the end of the week. But I need to get some rain work in to at least feel comfortable. I know where the line is roughly. Gotta imagine turn 6 is going to be hell in the rain. It's JC. So what I tell people, I mean, I get that question a ton. What I tell people is leagues. Pretty much everybody that I've ever raced with like this, I've met them through private leagues. And so, you know, if you're really into GT3 cars, find leagues that race GT3 cars. Join the Discord, of course, and then inevitably you will see somebody who's like, oh man, the Watkins race is coming up next week, you know, and I'd love to do it. You're like, oh hey, me too. So I think that's the best way to do it. And that just, it feels more natural, and you know, you have more of a connection with that person because you've been racing with them in a league and all that sort of stuff, versus just like, you know, random. And you'll see this too, like right now I'm sure on the iRacing subreddit there's somebody saying, hey, I want teammates for next weekend. I'm sure that those work, but if I had to guess, those are probably a little bit more forced and random. And if you've been racing against somebody in a league for a season or two, you just have more of a connection or some kind of base to go off of. So yeah, that's what I would recommend. Of course, you can just go to the forums too and say, hey, I want to do this race, who wants to do it with me? And I'm sure somebody would pipe up. Just tell them what car you want to drive, what your IR is, and so you can kind of be in the same wavelength for those sorts of things. Maybe tell them what your expectations are, like I literally just want to finish or whatever. You'll find somebody that wants to do it in the same way that you do. But the best way to do it for like long term, shit, there's an Apex over there. Find a league. It's definitely my recommendation. Sucks so hard in that corner. Yeah, of course, man. No problems at all. And if you've never done an endurance race like these before, I just recommend just find a way to do it. Obviously, you're not going to find a league and make connections in a week, right? Just get on the forum, get on subreddits, and just find somebody to do it with. It's, especially with this being 6 hours, you really only need one other person. And, yeah, it's just, there's so much fun to do. I would just recommend finding a way to do it. And then you'll feel like, you know, get a sense of what you want to do long term with these. Be 14 of 3, really. Yeah, they've definitely had some issues today. Get everything switched over to season 3. This must be a cold track, 36, yeah. Come on. Just want to see a 45. And then the track can get hot. I want to see a 45, and then I want to see some traffic. Good exit, or good enough exit. Apex over there too. Oh my god, if I lose that 45 because that one's stupid. Okay. It's gonna be close. Jeez.
45.977. Good job. Fast car on the track that lap. Looks like it's going alright there, huh?
Like the vet, we should have the cluster. The cluster. Oh, the dash. Yeah, I agree, it's not great. I don't like the one on the Mustang either. I think the big red oval, I get why it's there, but I think it looks stupid. This one would be better if you just took away some information. I think. Yeah, I haven't driven the Mustang since that first day. Come on, stay in there. Are you enjoying the loving it, dude. It's super fun to drive. Feels very active. I think it's a good car. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun this season. To me, it feels like a cross between a Porsche and a Ferrari, which I think is a good thing. Feels active and drivable like the Porsche does, but it's not as much of a death trap. Like, think turn 10 here at Watkins in the Porsche. It's like, it wants to kill you. This, you don't really have to think about it. Kind of like you don't in the Ferrari. Of course, turn 9, I do have to think about. Instrument dash I. Yeah, and I think I'm just used to that from the Porsche. Like, it doesn't bother me. Oversteer on exit, I'm kind of used to. I actually prefer it. I feel like I can drive it out. I feel like I can drive oversteer on exit out versus, you know, have an understeer and just feeling like you have to get off of it. But I do like the car. I wish it sounded from the inside as it does from the inside, or the outside. But, you know, it's what it is. I still prefer the way this handles and drives. Visibility is really good. I think it looks badass from the outside too. I don't think they'll do it if it's not like that in the real world. Oh, I forgot there's traffic.
Clear.
Thanks for being patient, brother. I almost need like I barely can notice the rear view when I'm focused forward. I need like those lights and indicators that show up in the actual cars. Let's say, like, you know, car approaching or whatever. I guess it will have blue flags in a race situation, but I'm just terrible at turn 9. I'm also terrible when I'm talking.
Got a little bit of damage on the left side.
It's just a little bit of damage.
47.006.
Get some more traffic going. I'd like to see some cars. I need to get a feel for where they're going to be passing me. I'm guessing IMSA's here this week, huh? Maybe I should do a race. Slowed a little bit. Temperatures aren't bad. I don't know how many laps I run in this stint, but 98 in the front left is manageable. On the rear end a little too much. I'd like to find some faster cars.
46.40.
Where are they? Ah, that blue looks good. Wish it was just straight blue. Alright, where are... There's like nobody else in here, man. Come on, people, sign up. I'm guessing it will be pretty popular with GT3 this year, just because they've released 2 new GT3 cars. There's a team in here called Visa Cash App RB. Track temp's getting up there. If I can make a qualifying version of this real quick. Let's see, 3 liters a lap. I have an out lap and 2 hot laps. A little more than 3. That's 3.1, so call it 10 liters. Why? Give that a whirl. Actually, I haven't done a lot of low fuel in this vehicle. That could be sketchy. Guess I should have done my own group for this, but whatever. Oh my god, stay on the track. Don't know what it's going to feel like. Probably don't even really have to go out to full swing to warm the tires up like normal. Turn 6 felt the same. And that's cold tires and no fuel. Suck at that corner, man. I can't believe I'm almost at 1,000 subs, by the way. That the video I just did about the Stream Deck thing got a lot of subscriptions, which is pretty awesome.
Doing a good job. We've hit here in a couple.
Richard, please don't screw my lap up. It would have been helpful if you did that a while ago. Unfortunate. Feels good, feels good. 44s are definitely doable.
45.426. That lap looks better. Good job.
Fucking serious? Okay. Thanks, Raphael. I came right out in front of two cars in two different laps. Jesus. Well, I guess I did get a little bit of a pull there. So I guess I can go down the fuel level. Yeah, man. Right in the middle of that, I stuttered. Let's try another one. I don't think I need 10 liters. Let's try 9. And let's go to our own group because, yeah. I think like a 45 flat is definitely doable before the temperature gets up there. I guess you gotta imagine qualifying probably be in the 30s, so. We do a better job of warming them up, not scrubbing them. That was me. Don't scrub. Still see the little stutters. Driving me crazy. Maker's mark. Alright. Yeah, I do need the 10 liters, I think. Might even need a little bit more. Maybe I was way off there. Must have been getting a tow from that guy going down the straight. Gotta get that thing slowed down a little bit earlier. Really curious if this is going to be like straight GT3. I guess I should focus on a qualifying sim.
How about for pitting this time? Hit this time?
We're good. Not gonna be able to complete a lap.
45.535.
Let's fix that. Maybe it's 11 liters. Maybe I was wrong. Using moi. Alright, 2 laps. Damn it, dude. Second lap it is. So any of you guys gonna do this race this weekend, or Mama and Andrew? I know you are.
But just start keeping an eye on that fuel pressure light for me.
Dude, I love it too. It's fun to drive. I feel like you can really drive it. You say my name, talking to staff. I'm just saying I know you're driving it. I was asking if anybody's driving this race this weekend. I was like, Andrew, I know you are. Yeah, I feel you. I feel like this is a good one to do the first time. It's relatively short. Track that pretty much everybody has some grasp on. Don't know that I'm gonna love the IMSA component, but it is what it is.
46.
Alright, one more.
365.
Unfortunate. Alright, I'm gonna skip that. Have to have multiple drivers. Yeah, and it's nice too, because you really only need 2. 3 is probably pretty comfortable, but 2 is pretty much all that you really need. Yeah, I mean, they were decent. They were at least in the 70s. But I'm trying to do a qualifying sim. It's not going so well. I'll give it one more go. One more go. Really curious what the bop is going to look like this week. I need to pay attention to some IMSA results. And just kind of see how everything looks. Curious where this Corvette stacks up in terms of speed with everybody else. Just looking at this lobby, it's 3 Corvettes at the top. I'm doing qualifying laps, so who knows. And there's Porsches. There's some Mustangs in here. Brother from another mother. Adam, how you doing, dude? I didn't even have to read your name. I could just read the message. I knew who it was. A 44.8. I would love to know the conditions they were driving in. That is quick for sure. Bad fingered it. Yeah, I'm sure if you... We're at 40 degrees right now. I'm sure you drop that sucker down to 20 something. You can see some really fast times. Alright. Can he complete a lap? Not a good start.
Go like hell for a couple, bud. Go like hell.
Yeah, Chad, I know. Shut up. Shit. That's crazy. Crazy. 115 degrees. I guess the laps are probably out for the Mustang right now. Wonder how they compare with everybody else. Really? I figured it would be, but I am curious to go back and look. Yeah. I'm curious of the 6-hour Mustang time versus everybody else. Alright. Actually got through a lap. So we have 45.2. Yep.
45.22. Hell yeah. Good lap.
There we go. $45.5. I think that's pretty much exactly what the Corvette was. Oh, for sure. Nobody's doing a... Well, if VRS isn't doing a 44 on full tank, I doubt some random dude is. You know? Come on. Damn it. Well, there goes that lap. Fucking A. Optimal's a 44.8. It's there. But it's going to take a hell of a lap. Alright. Yeah, I think we could do it. I mean, if I remember how these sessions work, like every time I've been loading into the session, the temp has been like the sessions have just opened and I'm loading into them. The temps are like 30, was it 36 degrees, 34 degrees, maybe even cooler. So I'm guessing, well, I'm not sure what that is then. Is that going to be the qualifying temp or is that going to be like the practice temp where we get 30 minutes of practice? I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. Nick's faster than me anyway, so I'm sure he'll qualify, I guess. We haven't really talked about it. I know he wants me to start, but I'm not sure if that's a great idea. We did one of those things where, what was it, in the Nürburgring 4-hour race or whatever. He qualified, I started. Well, of course he's fast there, so he qualified like 4th, and I'm not fast there, and so I was being just absolutely swarmed for the whole start of the race. So it kind of wasn't a great idea, but yeah. All right. Everybody stacks up. So crazy. I mean, I wonder if this is going to be the thing, man. Like, there's only a couple prototypes, and then it's all GT3s. Mustang feels slow in a straight line. Yeah, I think it really feels slow too, because the visibility and the perspective of that car is like really bad to me. Like I literally had to jack myself up like 1.5 centimeters just to see over the damn dash. And so I don't know, I guess some of that you just feel like you're in a freaking boat, and so I think it just feels slow even if it isn't. Did a race, track temp was 51. Exactly, yeah. So all the practice I've been doing this week, well, last week, whatever, all of the track temps have been between 52 and 54 degrees. So what I'm thinking is, this makes perfect sense. So this is the date of the race, like the session date of the race. And then 10 o'clock is when the session would open. And then the action, is it 10 or is it 12? Well, it was 12. Let's go take a gander. It's kind of important to know. $10 a.m. Okay, so the session starts at 10. So then 10:30, 10:38. So like 10:40 basically is when green flag should drop. A little after 10:40. So basically right now you should expect 41-degree track temp when the race starts. So qualifying will probably be in the upper 30s. So that actually is pretty good simulation. And then from here it's just going to creep up. Like, no doubt in my mind it's going to be 50 some degrees for most of the race until it starts to rain, and then who knows what the hell's going to happen. But I did say I needed to do that, didn't I? So let's go find a rain session. Make sure nobody's yelling at me. Nothing in the blue. Got messages and Discord all over the place. Teams. I have no teammates. All right. These system messages are annoying as shit. I wish they would do something to let you get rid of them. Like, I just don't care. I almost never I don't ever click on any of them except race results. It's my end. I might drop this one. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this one. So now I'm in 2 different series in PRL, and then of course I have Broken Wing on Sundays. I don't think I'm going to be able to do all 4 of those every week, so I need to pick and choose a little bit. Anywho, don't want to get distracted here. So, Watkins, rain? Nope, of course not. Why would you do that? Wet and wild. It's so annoying. It's like, well, I guess it didn't say the word rain, did it? Corvette? Now, how rainy is it going to be? No, whatever. Let's just do it. Corvette. This is another thing I wish it would do. The only car I have starred is the Corvette. Can you just pick the damn car every time, so I don't have to do it? Like, I know it does it for the series, but it'd be nice if it just did it every time it was up. It's the only one that's starred. Just choose it. Pretty pleased and thank you. Oh boy. Adam, you're right about that. They always do find out the truth. I've been looking into the spec Corvette series that races around the US. It's overwhelming. Like, it's extremely overwhelming. I found a car. So basically, you take a Corvette, a C5 Corvette. I believe the years are 97 to 97 to 2004. So you basically take a Corvette. I'm in Virginia. I'm Central Virginia. So you take a Corvette and you gut it. And, you know, I think you basically run it like that. You don't have to do a bunch of modifications. Obviously, there's things you would want to do. But anyway, it's so overwhelming. I'm not mechanically inclined, like, at all. So it's like the thought, and I found a Corvette today. I found a Corvette. It's like 11 grand. It's a 90. Actually, let's look at it. I saved it. No, it's a 2004. 2004. It's in Durham. It's only a couple hours away. It looks beautiful. I sent it to my wife. She was like, it looks too nice to race. It's like, actually, you're right. But it's manual. It's blue, which it looks just like my Corvette. You basically just gut it, turn it into a race car, let her rip. So, you know, I think that's a pretty good way to get your feet wet in a racing series. Just can't pull the trigger, man. I just got an email back from somebody from the Spec Corvette series offering some advice, and it's overwhelming. I'm just not a wrench turning kind of dude, you know? It's never been my thing.
Normal tires.
Oh, normal tires. Thank you for the heads up. Wets. I'm guessing we're gonna adjust some traction control. Corvette Club tracks. Houses on the property for owners to live in. Damn, that's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, the whole like idea behind the Spec Corvette series is that it should be pretty inexpensive to get the car, get set up, and race. Racing becomes very expensive. You can't at least do the basics. Yeah, and I feel like I could learn. Like, I'm definitely not stupid. But it's one of those things where it's like, if you give me a computer, I got you. You know what I mean? It's crazy they won't let you take it if it's not a Corvette. So I mean, I'm confident I could figure it out, but it's like I just don't have, like, if my dad was still around, like, he would eat that shit alive. You know, like, and that was literally his thing. But, you know, it's one of those things. It owes me over 80K doing a lot of it yourself. What kind of car is it? I know it's in your, I've seen it in your icon there, but I can't, it was never big enough to really see what it was. And I've like legitimately talked to my wife about this. I was like, I will sell my Corvette. I'll sell mine to, one, make room in the garage for it, and to take the money. Commodore LS2. I'm not familiar with that at all. Is that Australian? But yeah, I told her, it's like, I'll sell the Corvette and I'll take all that money and dump it into that, keep it separate, go from there. But yeah, it's just such a huge commitment to make, like, not being mechanically inclined. L98 in Australia. Okay, very cool. Yeah, I would love to do it. It's just it's hard to even really, it's like, how the hell do you even get started? If you don't have anybody that you're friends with or related to that knows that sort of stuff, it's like, it's hard. Race car that you're completely willing to burn to the ground. Race a car, yeah. And like that one, you know, that's I'm fine with that. I would do that. But again, I also don't know anything about it, so it's really hard. It's hard to have too much of an opinion, you know. I don't know. It's hard to find a C5. Yeah, exactly. Like, one other cool thing about the Spec Corvette series is like there's so many people on YouTube who are literally doing exactly that. Like, they're nerdy people like me who, you know, put a couple funds together from their professional life and now they want to race. And so like they're documenting their entire journey of how they put the car together and do all this stuff on YouTube. Like, it's out there. So I mean, I think I'm capable. It's just a matter of figuring it out. Gotta just have to go through those, I'm guessing. God. Well, bus stop's gonna be hell. Other cars show up and talk to the participants, ask for help. Exactly. Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. And I think like most racing, especially a spec series like that, like there's not but so many hidden tips, right? Like, I'm guessing it's small enough that those guys want new people, so they have a series that they can continue to race in themselves, you know? So, I'm gonna go to VIR in the next, I didn't pull the trigger today, but I found a track day to go to. I can actually take my own car, just get some time, and that is the end of August. So I'm gonna go do that. That'll give me an opportunity to go there, hopefully talk to some people that have some sense about the Corvette stuff, or maybe something else, you know, whatever. Maybe it's like the BMW, the E43, E36, whatever it is. They do all sorts of different stuff down there, so I'm sure there's a way. I've just got to get out there and try to talk to some people. Oh, that yellow line's not great. Not sure what it's like over there, but over here try to help all the new guys as much as we can. Exactly that. And that is definitely true here too. Especially in, you know, spec and club racing. It's competitive, of course, but like, it's not NASCAR, it's not Formula One, you know, like, they need people to stay in the sport so they can do what they want to do on the weekends too, you know. If they drive them all out, they're racing themselves. So yeah, I've heard that a ton. People are just super welcoming and helpful, and, you know, drop things to help you out if something breaks in the last minute, all that. I've heard a lot of that. So that sounds right up my alley. It's kind of my mentality too, so I'm interested. I just got to figure it out. But yeah, the biggest thing holding me back is mechanical knowledge and having some space. I live in a cul-de-sac in suburbia. I don't have a place for a trailer. I can fit a car in my garage easily, but something to tote it around in is a challenge. I do have the truck, so that's fine. But trailer, it's going to be a challenge to figure out. Touch the paint, dude. The paint on the final corner is absolute lava. Jeez, this wasn't hard enough. The fact that this line's like right in the middle of the track, it's like, what are you supposed to do? Just, oh my shit. Straddle it? Gotta go over it at some point. He did all the work and I just drove. It sounds nice.
3.536.
Vehicle hoist. So you mean like, you don't mean like a full-on, what are those things called? Not a lift, not like where it's got a lift on each side. You just, I'm guessing there's something in the middle, some intermediate thing. Car does sound cool. So there's no way I could fit something like that in my garage. That is what he's talking about? Oh my god, I'm sure it would be amazing, but there's no way I could fit anything like that in my garage. Not for a car.
Car on the right.
But yeah,
keep going. Left side. Your eyes open. Clear.
Pretty wide. Respect to the LMP2. Almost spun. We're good. Quick jacks. I'll have to look into it. And I've thought about, like, since I am so new to it, if I could buy the car, obviously I'm not welding anything, right? So get the roll cage and get like the basics. I can tear the inside of it out myself, of course. Put in the seat, put in the window net, do all the electronic stuff like telemetry crap and cameras and all the things they require. I can do all that, I'm sure. You know, maybe I can do something light. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe it's an exhaust. It's a bolt-on exhaust, I'm guessing, right? That's probably pretty easy relative to other things. So like start there, and honestly you can just take a Corvette. I could literally buy the one that I just showed you for 11 grand and I could just take it and I could race it. They would look at me like I'm a psycho because it actually looks like a Corvette to drive on the street, but you know, I can figure out how to take the windows out, like the glass windows out, and get it to a stage where it's, you know, all the safety stuff is done. Damn, this is rough. But when it comes to like this, whatever stuff that's bigger, just find a shop and unfortunately pay for it. Oh, on. I thought I caught it. Okay, cool. It's already ready to race, the cage, everything already done. We're so much cheaper and easier. Yeah. And they're tough to find, so this guy literally replied to me like 30 minutes ago, and I kind of quickly read the message. And he said the same thing. He was like, that's a great way to get going if you know you want to do it, because you can kind of get somebody getting out of it or whatever. But he was like, depending on the price, man, those things go quick. So I'll have to find the right avenue for it. I sure as hell also don't want to have to drive to like the middle of the country to pick up a car, you know what I mean? I'd like to find something that's around VIR or maybe Summit Point. It's relatively close. Discord pick, yeah, I'll check it out. I don't know if I'm getting anything out of this practice by talking, but it's fine. Trying to stay away from all the puddles on the left, but then they're also on the right. Yeah, no, I believe it, dude. I believe you. And honestly, I'm game for it. I really am. Like, I'm totally game for it. I think it's something that my sons would love, especially my older one. He's into racing a little bit more, and he's 16, so I think he would be into it. He's trying to get a job at like the discount tire store, you know, like he's into that kind of thing. So I think it could be something fun for both of us to learn to figure out together.
In front of you now, keep your eyes open.
Everybody is spinning out right there. Come on, man, hit your reset button. You're literally in the middle of the track. I thought about autocross. The big thing that I've noted, or I've heard, and I don't know, I've never been to one, but the big negative I've heard is like, it's such a popular thing and the laps are so quick and I guess short that like you spend hours waiting and you do like a 40-second lap, and then you wait hours and you do a 40-second lap. One of the big values that I've heard about is endurance racing. So there are teams that they do these, what do they call them, 12 and 12 or 8 plus 8. So 8 hours on a Saturday that do race 1, or maybe it's just part 1, and then Sunday they come back and do another 8 hours, and that's the endurance race for the weekend. And they, you know, just like our kind of stuff, they have a team of 8 people, and you can just buy a seat. Just give them $2,000 or something for the week. I don't know, whatever it is, and then just go and do your couple hours of stints. So that's a way to get into it without buying a car and doing all that stuff. Obviously that's expensive, but it's a way to at least get into it and figure out if you like it without buying a car. But it's all expensive. I mean, for those races, I mean, it's you know, a couple $1,000s for an entry fee. You know, so it's not like you just have to obviously buy the car and the trailer and all the stuff and just show up and race. Like, yeah, you do that, and then there's all the entry fees, the tires, the fuel. I mean, it's expensive as shit. More 1 minute, yeah. I'm gonna have to read those. Hold on, maybe I'll just pull over. Y'all are helping me more with this than I'm gaining by doing this by myself. Honestly, it'd be better for me to read what y'all are saying. All right, it shows itself. So there's, I'm gonna have to find where the line is through that corner, because I've spun there like twice. Alright, let's see. Race car, big investment. Could do autocross. Boys helped me with mine. 18 and 20. Took me almost 4 years to build it the way I wanted it. Damn, dude. Then now, Shane, was that more of like a money constraint, or was it like time, interest constraint, both? Like, what was the hang up there to make it 4 years? It's more like 1 minute run, and you get 2 before and 2 after lunch, and usually about 10 minutes between runs, which you will want to cool your street tires down. True. Yeah, I'm totally up for it, but I've looked into, like, you know, I've done the Google search, right, that I think a lot of us guys do. How do I get into racing? You know, and it's like, and they talk about the positives and the negatives of every kind, and that was just kind of the one negative with autocross. But I'd like to check it all out, of course. Chris, expecting any cars to be OP or underwhelming? I honestly don't have enough input to be able to give you a good answer on that in my end, unfortunately. But it's tough. Best thing I could say, unless you're like, you know, really... What the fuck is that? Of course it's a Mustang. That was cool. But yeah, unless you're, you know, I don't know, unless you're at a certain level, I guess it's just whatever you're most comfortable with is probably going to net you the most time, you know? If you suck at cars that have engines in the front, pick a Corvette, Ferrari, Audi, Lambo, Porsche, whatever. Just pick whatever works best for you is my guess. Oh, did he already wreck? Is he back for more? But yeah, I wish I could give you more insight. Unfortunately, I just don't know myself. If you do autocross, do super solo, way more runs, back-to-back runs. I'll have to check it out. I'm down for anything, Adam. Yeah, I think I'm pretty close to Dominion Raceway. I think it's in Fredericksburg or close to Fredericksburg, and they have like a very large road course. They have an oval track, and they have like Friday night drag racing on like a 1/8 mile track or something. And I think they do some autocross stuff too. So if it was money, more was time, trying to juggle everything. Yeah, of course, man. I can't only imagine. I mean, if I bought a car, my sim race time would probably go away, and I'd probably spend all of my time working on that, which would be super fun. But I don't know. It's just like, it's just this pull. Like I have this pull, you know, I want to try it. I want to do it. But then the other side of me says, don't be stupid. Keep your nice street Corvette. Like, you can sim race as many hours as you want. It costs you nothing, you know? I don't know. Obviously it's not the same, but you can get a lot out of it. Obviously the racing is real and the cars are virtual, but even if you spectate, yeah, dude, I'm definitely going to do some stuff like the GT World, the Fanatic series or whatever. They're in VIR in like a couple weeks. I'm hoping to go to that. IMSA is at VIR in August. I fully intend to go to that for sure. So I'm definitely going to go to some of those races just to go see some things. I'd love to go I'd love to go and you know, try to see some of the more club level racing at no, I'm getting there. But yeah, I'd love to go see more of the club level stuff at like VIR and places, but autocross same way. I mean, I think at Dominion they have it, so kind of the same boat. I'm just trying to find a bunch of things that I can go and see in person and just see what it's all about. But yeah. Likely, yeah, thinking of running the Vet. The Vet is very good here. If you feel comfortable with the Corvette, it's very good. It's obviously not going to be quite as good in the rain as, say, the Porsche, but honestly, nothing is as good in the rain as the Porsche. So, but it's going to be better than the front engine cars in the rain. So, yeah, but it's in the dry. It's awesome. It is awesome. Run autocross for years, just done about everything SCCA has to offer. So I need to talk to you then, because I feel like I want to learn and figure some things out, but like I feel like I do research online and I feel like an idiot. Like I don't know where to get started, you know what I mean? Add them later, buddy. Have a good night. Think I'll make the IMSA VIR race. Yeah, I definitely am going to be able to go to that one, thankfully. Baseball season will be over by then, so I'll definitely be able to get there for at least one of the days, if not two of them. What I did was go out to the track, have a look and meet some of the guys in the series, have a chat. I thought you said something else earlier. Sold all of my sim gear to start building it. Start building the race car. Just getting back into sim racing now. Very cool. Can ride along at autocross as well. SCCA is starting line school. Get some really solid coaching in your own car. Yeah, dude, I need to figure that out, I guess, but I'm guessing they do that at places like VIR. I'm only like 2 hours from VIR, so that's about as easy as it gets for me. Yeah, I mean, I'll have to reach out to you for sure. I'll have to find a way to reach out to you. If you want, join my, I don't know if you're into Discords, but I have a Discord link in the description. I'd love to chat with you about that, just to get some info. It sounds like you're relatively close to me too, so that could be super helpful. Yeah, autocross could be interesting. I wonder, so like I said, my son's 16. He's, you know, he would lose his shit if I was like, hey man, you want to go to autocross, and let him take my car. Like, and maybe that's not the best idea on the planet, but yeah. I just think he would be super into it. And he's in a really interesting place right now where baseball is his thing, but he, you know, as he's getting older, he's starting to have other interests, and I just feel like racing or even any kind of motorsport at all for him could be pretty interesting too. So I think he would love it. So that's another reason why I'm thinking about it. I think it'd be something fun for us to do together on the weekends and all those things. So, all right, I need to find... So I don't feel like my rain practice was very fruitful. There are people that are almost 3 seconds a lot faster than me in the rain. Guessing VRS has some kind of video that I could watch to help me. Data packs. Everything will change once discovered. Yeah, so he's definitely in there. He's definitely in that world. But thankfully he still likes to hang out with us at home and all those things. Holy hell, 159. Moderate moisture. I'm assuming that this is moderate moisture. I don't actually can even tell. Very wet. This doesn't feel like moderate moisture. This feels like... Let's see if we can find some moderate moisture. Yeah, wet and wild's probably not it. Let's do no password. That's weird. Porsche owners club recruitment server. So like, I guess I can't select the better version, the Corvette. No. Kidding. Let's see. Watkins, 6 hour. It's only 20 minutes left. Cast. Oh, I'm already registered for the Wet and Wild. 100% chance. Maybe I'll do that one. It's closed. That won't be elitist at all. Now the Porsche owner recruitment, yeah. Can only imagine. 1% chance of rain. We don't want that. And that one. So I think this is the play. It's raining. See how bad it's raining. And it's unavailable. Son of a bitch. Why? I don't understand that. How is this unavailable? 20 spots are taken of 60. Like how? I don't get it. Is it because I'm an idiot? That'd be why. Oh, Adam posted a pretty funny picture in my Discord. Oh, that's actually pretty useful looking. I guess this is the kind of scissor lift kit you're talking about. Jesus. Awesome. Oh, I'm gonna wave to you now. Where is it? There it is. All right. Let's do some practice. I'm not gonna have a lot of time to practice this week, so I got to get it all in tonight. Good day, mate. No, that's not it. What's up? How you doing, Martin? Nice to see you, buddy. Oh, gotta wave to you too. That's what I do in the Discord. I wave to people. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'll reach out to you, man, for sure. Glad to hear it. I love your setup, by the way. I'm trying to find a wet session that emulates the moderate rain that they're referencing for the race. Haven't found one yet. Might just make one. All right. How wet is she? Very wet. Like, does this look moderate to you? That looks wet as shit. Like, come on. Damn. All right, maybe I should watch. Should I watch the VRS lap of the wet on stream? Doesn't that seem like a really stupid idea? Also, give no fucks. So, there's that. All right, Watkins. Rain. Please be a video.
We are back in our analyzer for our rain short lap guide for the Watkins 6
Can y'all see this?
data pack. We're going to take the
Yes,
Chevrolet at Watkins Glen. Moderate moisture. The forecast says that we're going to have rain in the second stage of the race, so will be good to go through a lap together in rainy conditions and check the differences between dry and wet. Now heading into turn 1, plenty of momentum, stay all the way to the left, brake at the normal 300-meter board, and on the way in, leave a healthy gap from the inside curb.
Later, buddy. Thanks for inviting me into things, for real. I appreciate that.
And ideally, we're going to try to keep the car as tight as possible on the exit in order to avoid the exit curb as well. That is very slippy, and it's going to limit the car's momentum and engage the TC. Now, on the way up the hills, make sure you open up your line, go right around the rubber. That is going to be quite slippy, and then at the top of the hill, you have no option but to take it. The car should be able to take this this angle flat out after the first 2 laps. Just make sure you don't overdrive it towards the exit, and then on the way out, avoid the puddles on the curb. Into bus stop, take the normal line. It's a bit tricky to brake on the racing line. However, we're going to start braking right after the 400-meter boards. Make sure that you turn in at the right moment, like in dry conditions. We're going to go
just YOLO in this thing.
To the second part.
Like it's not raining at all. What the hell?
Part that is very slippery, so make sure you always lean on the brake and hold the car the car speed under control, and then on the way out using the curbs much less versus the dry conditions. On the exit we have to take it a bit more, but make sure you're not flat out there to minimize the chance of a wheel spin. And now into turn 5, wide radius, avoiding the rubber line as much as possible, but closing in towards the middle of the corner, and then closing even harder before the exit in order to avoid
stay off
the left. Into turn 6, always calculate your braking, because we have to brake on the racing line, which is has much less grip, so we always have to take that into account. Open up just a tiny bit, try to not overdo it here, but certainly take the wider angle, because obviously there is more grip on the non-rubbered part. You'll be able to explode it much better, and the traction is also greater. On the exit though, we are gonna run across the rubbered part, so you need to be careful, and on the exit careful as well. And then into turn 7, again one more section that we're gonna brake on the racing line, so it's very slippery, can easily pull you on the left. Make sure you brake softly and early. We're gonna take another wide line on the way in, leaving a fair distance to the racing line, and then we're gonna cross over on the way out. Just be careful here with how you apply the power. If you start getting a wheel spin early, that will carry over. Again, open up the line towards the right here, coming from the middle to maximize the braking zone into turn 8. Very wide line. Don't overdo it though. You want to be right around the middle, not fully on the left. I think this is where the optimal grip levels are. And on the exit, of course, staying within the track limits. Turn 9, a bit wider than what you're used to, leaving a car's gap from the inside curb, but closing in towards the exit just a tiny bit more. Now into the final 2 corners, very different approaches here. As you'll notice, we're gonna take the wide line here, almost a car's length away from the apex, much more grip here and much less slippery. Just make sure you control the speed of the car so that on the exit that you won't lean on the curb too aggressively and out of control over the curb. Ideally I wouldn't have liked to use it as much, but it was okay. And now into the final corner, always get on the left side of the road. Not a lot of grip here, but you'll be able to utilize it by taking a slightly wider line. Now on the way in, leave a bit of a gap from the inside the yellow line. This is easy to reference here because you can avoid the rubber by simply having a bit of a gap from the pit entry. And then of course on the exit, get quickly on the throttle using all of the track, just
that's interesting. This doesn't look like moderate, so I guess it just kind of is what it is. With it for now. Just try to get some wet practice in. Alright. So most of the track you drove like normal. A couple places I guess you want to miss some exits. Still don't understand how he wasn't spinning here. Maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention. I mean, I just lost it right there. I guess he did say after about 2 laps you'll be able to take it flat out. I can't believe he's basically braking on the racing line through here. I know it's a little early, but still. I guess I can't do it yet. It's not warm.
Sliding through the grass. Shocker.
Fuck you, Chad. Shit. Come on out here and do it yourself, boy. Alright. Okay. Yeah, the first little bit's gonna be insane. It's just trying to get everything warmed up. Oh my god. Alright, stop. Anytime now. Okay, okay. All good things. All good things. Just get through like 2 laps, just get this tank of tires warmed up. I thought we were supposed to have tire warmers. Jeez, just going straight off, man. There's absolutely no grip whatsoever. The weird thing, and this is like just messing with my head, when I'm going through a corner that's wet, I see up in my like peripheral vision there that it almost looks like there's another car approaching at a very high rate of speed. And it's messing with my head. Oh my god. How many laps it's going to take to actually get these tires up to temp. Jesus. Okay.
Alright, get in that groove now.
Definitely don't want to be out there.
Right side. Clear.
So Shane, if you're still in here, you said you were, I guess, getting money together to get your sim rig back together. Knowing all the things you know about real racing and sim racing, would you still make the choice to get into real racing? That's my question for you. And if you're not here, I'll ask you on Discord. Curious. Obviously everybody's gonna have a different answer for that, but I am curious. Too far. See, I feel like that's gonna be the answer, right? Like, hell yeah, brother. Yeah. But go into it eyes wide open, right? I guess that's kind of the general advice. All right, better. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. .400 mark. Can't get it turned.
Oh, they want you to slow up a bit, please.
I'm sure they do. They'll just naturally be slow going through the rain. Maybe not. Come on. Lead off already. The 1.7 second slowdown took 30 years. As soon as I hit the brakes, it turned. But aerodynamics aren't that important right now.
Here, bud?
It's raining. It's difficult.
Got a little bit of damage.
Oh, really? I
Side.
was hoping to just
If you need to come to it, bring it
keep the tire temps. I would just love to get into sports car racing. I think it would be so much fun. Seems like a lot of work, but I know it is. Oh my god. It's like driving on ice. 17-degree track. She cold. Hey, look, I didn't go through the grass yet. It is so sketch on fresh, cold tires. I guess, Shane, do you have space, like, where you live to have a trailer and have all those things, like, on your property? I do not, unfortunately. That I'd have to figure out. You can do track days over here. You can take your streetcar to the local track as fast as you want. Yeah, so over here they're called, what is it, HPDE, High Performance Track or Driver Education or something. So now you can't quite go as fast as you want. It's a progression, but I have a date set for that for the end of August. So what's up, Michael? It is good, man. I'm enjoying it. I'm not so good in the rain with it, but I am enjoying it. Oh man, that sounds awesome. So when I was a kid, my dad was big into go-karts, but oval, so like clay, dirt oval, stuff like that. He did like late models and stuff, like when I was basically born, or 1-2 years old, whatever. But as I got older, it was just go-karts. And so the house I grew up in, at least the first, holy shit, the first like 10-12 years of my life, had a separate, like a disconnected 3-car garage that he basically, that was his shop, that set up the carts and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm sure that's incredible. That's awesome, dude. I'm sure that makes it a lot easier to deal with everything and do what you need to do. Started track days, my streetcar, got the bug, stripped it out, went from there. Streetcar's now a race car. Okay. Yeah, I unfortunately cannot do that, but but I'm with you. My wife said the same thing. She was like, yeah, if you do that track day or whatever, she's like, you're just gonna get the bug. I was like, oh, I know I'm gonna get. She knows me well enough. I know I am. That's the scary part. God, these tires are still freaking cold, man. It's like ice. I can't do anything. Just trying to get to warm tires, or warm-ish tires, so that I can actually try to figure some of this out. Touched freaking white line. One little white line touch. But yeah, I still don't think this is going to be the conditions. This is not moderate rain. This is heavier, I think.
24, 3, 6.
Jesus. Alright, see if we can get up to anything. Still in the mid-60s for temps. Need to be cutting that.
Car off the track on the left. Keep going.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't think I'd be be too comfortable taking my streetcar to a place where I could go as fast as I wanted. It'd be aggressive. I was messing about the other day. Turned traction control off. and just kind of let it rip. It's like, that thing's terrifying, man. It's a lot of horsepower. No turning. Alright, gain some time. What, 208? Maybe more? 207?
7.789. That was a good lap, man. That was a good one. That's what we're looking for.
I mean, I'm turning and it's just going straight. Come on, grip up. This with all the traffic is going to be insane.
Clear.
And you can't see shit. Like, what the fuck? Good luck following one of those guys to the bus stop.
Coming back pretty quick right now. I don't know what's
Jeez.
going on.
I feel bad for whichever of me and Nick has to do the driving in the rain. Hopefully we can share that duty. Maybe we can both do like 2-hour stints, and then for the last 2 hours we can just split so that we're each doing a little bit of rain. Because if somebody got 3 hours of rain, that would be miserable. So I think I saw the forecast for this race, and it was like the last 2-ish hours are going to be wet. And maybe it's more than that, but it's so glossy I can't even see the damn track. Having some temp definitely helps. They're not as hot as I'd like for them to be, but we're chewing time. 206.2.
6.243. That was a good lap.
I've thought about just go-karting, but unfortunately, the only karting around me is dirt oval. There's some asphalt oval, but it's oval. I don't want to do that. I'd like to turn left and right. Yeah, grief, somebody still did it 3 seconds faster. Well, rip.
You've got to get a little bit cleaner here. Come on now.
Chad, I'm gonna turn your fucking ass off if you don't shut up. I don't need that shit. I don't have the, like, cuss back. I certainly don't need that in my life. Come on.
Slow on the left. Keep going. You know
Car
what?
park.
You see it. Left side.
That's useful. Let's just turn. Just go straight back onto the track.
Anything to hurt the wheels?
Oh, what an idiot.
Front does have damage.
He spins, stops, and then he comes right back onto the track. Good job, brother. What was that? Elliot, why? 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 Where am I at? There we are. Now I've got to get the freaking tires all back up. It's like, come on, man. Damn. So annoying. It takes like forever, it feels like, to get those tires going. What else do I need to practice? Done some quality practice. Totally fine in the dry. Wet. I mean, honestly, I feel like we're just going to have to figure that out as we go. I really do. I don't think it's going to be one of those things where I just, like, magically learn. I don't think this is moderate rain. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm not. But I think this has got to be wetter than it is in the actual race. I don't know. Maybe not. Oh, I guess I'm also stupid. I don't have this up. Yeah, that might help. Get my traction control settings like it's dry. Smart. Bet this is going to be a lot easier now. I didn't even notice I didn't hear the traction control sound when it fully kicks in. The didn't hear that. Do that twice.
On your right.
Sorry, I'm a P2 man. I hit a puddle. That is going to be awful. Being the slope part and getting that. It's going to be terrible. And off we go. So let's stay off that inside line. Hard to do on cold tires. I went to 7 and 7 on ABS and traction control. Honestly, I'm not even sure if it should be higher. I don't know if I should just max it all the way out. Probably should, honestly. I'm not sure. We'll just roll with this for now. See if this is any better. I mean, it's already feels better and the tires are freezing. I don't know why I didn't think about my two most obvious settings I can change in a wet environment. Oh, come on. Guy went off. This is much easier to feel like actually drive the car versus like just skating. Gotta imagine with some real temps, it might actually feel pretty good. GTP behind me. Curious what those cars drive like with all the wet. I know they had some wet tire changes. The LP2 actually felt pretty damn good. We did that in Sebring, totally fine.
Right side. Still there. Clear.
I hope people treat this quote unquote seriously in the race and don't just drive like assholes. Like, I've actually been pretty impressed by the guys I've been around this far. Like, nobody's any of the faster class cars overtaking, they're not just throwing it in there. Being pretty smart, treating it realistically, I guess. But yeah, thank you guys for watching tonight. I do appreciate it. If you're interested in what I'm doing, I do a lot of sim racing. I post that stuff on YouTube, obviously. Tonight I'm just doing some prep for the 6-hour races this weekend because I won't have any time to do it the rest of the week. So I'm trying to get it all in tonight. I've been working on it the last couple days, of course. But yeah, if you're interested in just sim racing in general, subscribe. I stream pretty much all of my league races, of which I'll be doing at least 3 different league races, 3 different nights a week this coming season. So that's the kind of stuff you're into. Feel free. Join me live. I generally will post replays too. So yeah, hope you enjoy. If you do, hit the like button, help your boy. It's funny how those, the algorithm, funny how it works. The signals are important. Being here is obviously a big one. Likes and subscribes also matter. More than you think. More than you think. So thanks for that. And I do appreciate it. Oh, stay on the track. I thought he was all the way to the left right there braking, but I've spun multiple times there. Good grief. Let's go higher. For traction control and ABS. See what that feels like. I'm serious. If you guys literally, if you pay attention to the like, and I do because, you know, I'm a nerd. If you pay attention to the viewer counts, the likes, the subs, as that changes in a live stream video, then watch the viewer count. It goes up. I mean, it's like clockwork. I feel like every time I say that, just to, like, you know, get people to do it, it's fun to watch because then you watch the viewer count go up every time. It makes perfect sense, and of course it's obvious after the fact, but in the moment you're like, you know, don't really think about it like that, I guess. Oh, stay on the track. And I can't see anything. See that blue wall? Sorry, brother. I'm not trying to hold you up. Now you tell me. I can't see anything. Ugh, Jesus. This is race conditions. We're in trouble. Racing and gaming. Every little thing matters, you know? It really does, man. It really does. Appreciate you. Thanks for being here. It's funny to see how the algorithm works. Yeah, I keep getting real loose there, hitting the brakes. I guess I'm hitting them too hard. Because I had a different line that time. Wasn't on the traditional racing line. Be nice to get these tires up a little bit more. Sorry, brother. I'm not trying to hold you up. Jeez. And blank. Can't see anything. 100, 500, and 400.
Have a slow one in front of you. Spin on the left side.
And then it's like when I want to get the rear end loose, like in that long corner in the carousel there, I can't. Any other time I can spin the car doing anything. I guess maybe I hit the brakes and it'll do it. But if I give it gas, it just understeers. It's just weird. Alright, much more gentle on the brake that time. Take a deep breath. Still alive. Excuse me. Not actually sure if this is faster to have these things turned all the way up like this. It'd make a world of difference if I could just stay off some of the curbs, honestly. It's pretty much all it is.
8.495.
Turn 1, I lost a ton of time last time through because I ended up on the curbs. Look at that. Certainly wasn't fast, I just didn't get on the curves and have to collect it.
Moving.
Here we go. Broke away a little too much. Just trying to induce a little oversteer there so I could try to drive it out of the corner instead of just having to wait for it. Dang it. Optimus a 2056. I think that's pretty reasonable, given the conditions. Gotta think me and Nick's split's probably gonna be something like 2,800. Think anybody's tanking much for this one. It's not Daytona or something, you know? Alright, let's give it another shot. I've put in so many laps of this track in the last couple days, it's crazy.
One is coming back pretty quick right now. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Looks like he hit the fence, Chad. Great. Gonna get completely launched out here.
You're clear, clear.
Damn, I feel like I broke my damn finger. Alright. Finger attached correctly. We're good. Thought I was about to look at a dislocated finger. Stay off the curves. Alright, a little bit better. 205s, right? Yeah.
5.906. Good. Those are the lap times we need, man. Keep digging.
Almost feels like dirt racing. Still don't know why I can't get in there a little harder. Tires probably as high temp as they're gonna get. I feel like I'm just sliding the whole time. Kind of fun. It's unfortunate a 6-hour endurance race is going to be part of it. Alright, that's all I got. That's all I got, y'all. I can't do any more for the night. What time is it? 11 o'clock? My old ass got to go to bed. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I feel like I'm ready to go. If it's dry, no problem whatsoever. Wet, it's gonna suck. But it's gonna suck for everybody. So we'll figure it out. I'm sure Nick will be crushing it, and of course I'll be doing my best. So if you guys enjoyed tonight, like it, subscribe it, do the thing. If not, I'm sorry. Why are you here? I don't know what to say. But yeah, I'll be back Saturday for sure. We'll be doing the 6-hour race here. I'll be streaming the whole thing. Starts noon Eastern. Yeah, that's kind of the plan for the week. I won't be on YouTube at all this week, but I'll be back on Saturday, and I cannot wait to do this race. It'll be the first time I've ever done it. Much like so many, I hadn't done Sebring until this year, Nürburgring until this year. This will be a first, so I'm super excited to do it. Really looking forward to driving the Corvette, as you might imagine. And yeah, so thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you guys hopefully on Saturday. Oh, wrong one. Later, folks.